I'm keeping the timer because this is all part of it.
Hello friends, hello and welcome to another awkward family gathering. This is kind of impromptu, but I need accountability. I need accountability because I have to get this stuff done today. Tomorrow is tech day and it turned from a paper tech, which super easy because all you do is give paperwork and then we walk through the paperwork. To now a full-blown tech. So I have to, not only do I have to do all the cues, write all the cues, I also have to program the entire show. And I have until tomorrow at some point after 1 p.m. That's all I really know, is that it's after 1 p.m. So, because I haven't been told what the time is yet. So I have a lot of work to do, and I thought, what better way to hold myself accountable than to stream a co-working stream and do this. So I don't know if I'll do the entirety of the work, but I figured let's get some accountability in here. On top of that, like, a lot of people ask me, like, what is lighting design? And you know, that's a great question. That's a great, amazing question. And we're going to talk about that to some extent. Not a lot of extent, but to some extent. We'll talk about what lighting design is and all that fun stuff. And if you don't care, great. High five. Good job. If you do care, great. High five. Good job. So yeah. I'm really excited about this project, and I'm really not excited about this project. And so that's part of it. But I like the people I'm working with. You know, I'm making a few $100 to do it, which isn't great, but it's also not bad. It's not horrible. So that is just kind of the thing. And so, what is lighting design? Oh, that's a great question, honestly. Lighting design is exactly what it sounds like. It's the designing of lights. It can do with architecture, even like how I design my lights for the stream. I put a lot of thought into that stuff. I think about it quite often. Did my camera freeze? I think my camera froze. I can't tell. It's just on my preview it froze. That's weird. Good times. And yeah, I noticed. That's this one. That's so weird. Okay. The thing is, it's I don't know why, because the Elgato cam was working fine. Anyways, so it's a large field. It doesn't just refer to theatrical design. You know, this is the case here. Okay. Won't connect to Elgato anymore. That's fine. Just use that one. Connect directly to the camera. There we go. Fortnite went great last night, Casey. I got your TikTok after stream, and I just busted up laughing. We got 5 wins in a row, which was really cool. And then on the very last one, I think we got like 87th. It was really, really bad. But it was fun. It was fun. So we had a good time with that. But Casey had sent over a TikTok. Your 30-year-old dancing to a victory royale on the corpses of 12-year-olds or something like that. It's just really funny. Yeah, we got a little cocky in there, but that's how, you know, that's how it rolls. That's how it rolls. And then Jackie was streaming earlier today. Yeah, that was part of my thought too, Jackie, was I was looking around and I couldn't find someone to watch, and so that was one of those things. But yeah, so that was kind of the fun thing there. But 5 wins in a row, I think that is like all the losses we've gotten over the months. It just kind of like, oh, here's now you get to have a win. You get to have a win. But yeah, so we're doing a co-working stream today. I'm mostly doing paperwork, and I've got 3 screens going, but one of them is my laptop because I can't broadcast the recordings I have. Yeah, I like Opus too. It's just, I'm just trying to figure out how to make it work for the price, because it's expensive. But anyways, so if you're joining us on YouTube, TikTok, it's a good time. It's a good time. Not TikTok. We're only doing YouTube and Twitch today. So yeah, so a lot of my paperwork right now is I need to do the paper tech first. So this is a cue sheet for those who don't know. And a cue sheet, the whole point is it walks through kind of the show and says where all the cues are. And a cue is anytime the light changes. And so that's kind of the nice part about this, is that I'm going to walk through the show in my head first. This is my book. Well, half of it is if you've never seen a vibrato before, half of it is the choir music, and then half of it is the show, so like the play. So I really don't, I mean, I could care about the vibrato side of the music, but I usually don't do my cues based on music. I do it based on timing. And so hearing the music is what's important for me, not necessarily like the notes. Like, I'm not that particular, because that's too hard on the stage manager who calls the show. So we're just kind of working through all the pieces of the show. So right now, the stuff that's on here right now is pretty standard stuff. First you do a blackout cue. This is like I always put a blackout cue in the beginning and an emergency cue at the end. Because typing point 1 is always that. So always cue 1 for me is house lights up full. That way, go to cue 1. Depending on how long we do this, you guys might even get to see what like a show control machine looks like. I can do all programming at home. So that's kind of the nice part, is like I don't have to go into an office or anything. I have a program that opens up. If I open it now, actually I'll just do it real quick so you guys can see. So this is what it looks like. It takes over my whole computer, so that's why it's not open right now. This right here is all the buttons. All the lots of buttons you can press for the show. Let's see. Where's the live tab? It's been a hot minute since I've done some of these things, so it's like trying to remember where everything is one of my struggles. Channels. There we go. So this is the channel table. It has, you can have as many channels as you want, theoretically. I'm using a smaller board, so it only allows me 512 channels. But this is kind of just what it looks like as a whole. The only problem is I can't see anything when I'm doing this stuff. So it's not exactly conducive until you get to that point to have it open. And I have to get my flash drive too. So we're working on the paper tech and just going through. On Wednesday, I recorded the cast going through their blocking. So I know where to put their lights on, which lights need to be on and stuff like that. And then Thursday I spent adding in lights that I might need, plus focusing my moving lights to particular spots. So we can look at that. Basically today I'm working completely in my brain. So I know where everything is. I have a magic sheet, which basically tells me where everything is. And so I'm going to put it all rough in there. And then tomorrow, after Team Chord's meeting, then I'm going to head over to the theater and kind of load things in and make sure everything roughly makes sense. We're doing a flowable and text, so that means the actors will be there, and we're going to go... I don't know if it's going to be a cue to cue or if they're just going to run the show. And I'm going to take notes. The invited dress is Wednesday. So I only have 3 days to perfect it. And so it's a very, very quick turnaround. I'm used to like a week to get things done, which is still pretty quick. So this is a little bit different for me, but it's fun. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Tell your wife I said thanks for the follow. She's probably lurking in chat, honestly. She's actually starting to move into the content creation space, at least a little bit. We were talking about it today.
I love you.
Awkward wife has entered the stream.
It's about time she did. See, I told you she was lurking about. She is my biggest fan. I had to give her something. I mean, I gave everyone else these special entrances. I had to give her one too. So she's working on her thesis right now. She's doing chapter 2 or section 2. I don't remember what it's called. But so we're both trying to work and be productive today. But I'm on Q160. Yeah, Q160, and I'm just in scene 1. So that's all I did yesterday. So I have to get through, I think there's like, let's see, I'm on page 10. Page 10, and there's like 70 pages. So, a lot of work to do. Nope, it's a lot more than 70 pages. Ooh, it's a lot more than 70 pages. It's like 100 pages. This is going to be a day. It's gonna be a day. And I would love to say it was 100% procrastination, but it was only like 65% procrastination. I was... Dang it, Awkward Wife figured me out. I was supposed to see the show in its entirety the week before. And they weren't able to do a full run. And so that's part of the problem, is that I have to now get it all done. So, yep. Awkward Wife is not wrong. If I'm streaming, she's less likely to come and bother me. But yeah. So yeah, today's a co-working stream. I absolutely am just going to warn you, when I tend to co-work, I tend to lock in a little bit. So feel free to distract me, play sound effects, stuff like that to get my attention if there's something important to say, or if you just want to distract me like Casey just did by changing the lights. I'm going to try my best to, talk through what I'm doing. I just did some lighting design. Yes, you've changed the mood. In fact, if we go into color theory, womp womp. I don't have my soundboard up. I just realized. Sadly, it's not that hard. A lot of people think it's this huge thing. It's really a lot of technology. That's why I love it so much. It's a little bit better than sound design for sure, because people don't understand it enough. But yeah. This is, what is this? Cue sheet. Hunchback. I can spell hunchback. So yeah, that's what the show I'm doing is Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is a beefy show. It's a big show. It's like 2.5 to 3 hours normally. Oh, sorry, Casey. Links are blocked. I had an issue. As a director, I'm always blown by what my line days come up with. I mean, you're not wrong. No, I used Opus. So after we were done streaming, I threw in last night's stream into Opus because I wanted to compare Opus and Eclipse. Opus is like 10,000 times better. Opus is 10,000 times better. If you... Powder.gg. Forget. Doesn't ever. But yeah, so that's kind of the... I definitely liked Opus a lot better. Again, it's a price thing for me. It's a very, very expensive program for what I normally do, which is I normally go through all my stuff. I just realized I was putting that up there. I normally feed it all that, so that's 20 hours. I need something that can do 20 hours, 20 to 25 hours a month. And Opus definitely has its advantages. I don't really need a scheduler, and so I think that's the biggest thing with a lot of these programs is that's not that's not a big selling point for me as a scheduler, because I already paid for my scheduler and I found a free one, so I have like 80 posts a month, even with the awkward joke of the day, which Usually goes that. Ooh, powder is free though. I'll have to check that one out. But I gotta focus. I gotta focus today. So that's the big goal today, is to get as much as we can of this done. Q5. Yeah, but Awkward Wife has started to make small little TikToks. She had one yesterday, which was really funny. And today she kind of ambushed me with one today. So, it's a good time if you haven't seen it. It's really funny. Q5. The go is gonna be with sound cue bells. I don't know what number that is for them. Letter. This is going to be the flat church look. So a lot of what I'm writing here is mostly for me. And like for an ADHD being so much better, I just need time to devote. Yeah. I feel that. I feel that so deeply. Okay, so it's Q10. Okay, so that's when it kind of shifts to kind of like the... So that's page 1 with number 2 music. Oz. So yeah, the go, I'm just kind of writing something down. What I've done is in my vibrato. Of course, they use half the paper towel roll. It's the giant rolls too. So in my vibrato, oh, I can't control the camera anymore. Okay, let me. You say libretto, I say vibrato. Oh, that worked out better than I thought it would. Let's see. Let's see if I can switch this back to the virtual. Oh, the virtual cam is broken. I don't know why though. Let me try one more. You say libretto, I say libretto. I don't know why I find that so funny. Alright, so I'll have to change it in... I can control it. Oh, wait. Close this. Turn that on. Configure video. Nope. I don't think it wants to. There is a right way, and that is not it. You say libretto. I say. Yeah, I don't. It does do long form. I did one. Oh no, I used Metricool for that. Nope, it won't let me. Oh, maybe it will. There it is. All right. So I'll lower the brightness. So in the book, I have all these cue marks for me, and it has. There we go. I wrote down what cue it is. So that's the big thing. It told me it was too big. Yeah. Some people get told that. Anyway. I still need to figure out what YouTuber I want to be. Kennedy, just be you. That's the answer. Just be you. Because that's when I started enjoying this. Okay. Wow, my camera does not fit into the little box. Don't know what that's about. Well, if I do find that streaming is distracting me, I will probably have to quit. But that was bugging me last night. It's still not right. Anyway, so yeah, I have all the cues written down, so yep, that is what she said. So that's why I can just write down these few things. Full church look. Should be a quick turnaround. Nothing really changes. At 15, morning in Paris, the city awakes to the bells of Notre Dame. Okay. So, this is where my recordings come in handy because I don't remember anything. And so that's why I have my laptop. Okay, wait. Ooh, I didn't write down the... Oh, I didn't catch the first part. Ooh, I don't have the first part. Okay, so these are just going to be fill-ins. I was tagging these live, and I don't remember why. Look at me multitasking. OBS is back up and running. Short forms are scheduled. YouTube videos are going up. Now to make a schedule and eat food because it's 1 p.m. and I haven't yet. Always got to eat that food. I'll be here, just not very social, kind of down in the dumps today. We just love life here. I feel that, Chibi. I feel that on a deep, deep level. All right, so 15, 20, 25... and 30. I won't know specifics, I just know where they're at. So that'll be page 1. 20 is on 2, 2, 2. Okay. Congregant. I always try to bold when it's Hey y'all, the ads are coming. Thank you for sticking around for them. It does help your streamer friend out and gives me a little, like 1 penny when all y'all stay, so I appreciate that. We won't have ads then for another hour, so it's kind of nice. And Jackie, go eat something. You need to eat. But we'll be back. You're not going to be missing a whole lot. Just me typing. So, congregants. Oh, it's Clopin. Clopin. And this is Morning in Paris. ... That's not... That requires cooking, and I'm not ready for that yet. You've done full stream. You've done you've done a lot of other stuff. I get it. You don't need to explain. I get it. So that's 15. 20 is congregant on the morning of January 6th. Oh, Lord. We're not going to go into that. Congregant. Okay, guys, we'll be back. Thank you for those who are still here. You can sub and avoid those commercials just like you are, which is why I appreciate you guys. On the morning ... I don't know what it does. We'll make it do something. It'll be pretty. Then we've got this one is Frollo. And Frollo Congra. Oh, I remember what this one does. So this one is pull focus on Frollo mute congregants. And these will all be 3. Honestly, these will probably all be 3 until I get pacing. Hello, Abzu. Welcome in. You're probably enjoying... Oh, no, you might not be. You might be enjoying ads. I'm not sure.
Wait.
I love Suspe. We are doing a co-working stream today, working on lighting design and making a show look pretty. Okay. So Frollo will do... Okay, that's when we are going to travel back in time. To before Jahan dies. I'm just going to give you a heads up here. If you don't know Notre Dame, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, there will be spoilers because I'm going through the show. That one should have been turned off because I just changed it to Suspe. So much work to do on that too. I just need to get through this week. Once I get through this week, then we will be good. Once I get through this week and get this show up, I'll have time to fix the stream. But until then, I need to get this done. I just came home from a 5-mile walk with my mom and dog. Oh, that sounds lovely. It is not lovely. I mean... So it's really weird right now with the Texas weather. So it's supposed to be like 100 degrees tomorrow in the midday, but it's also getting really cool in the evenings. So the mornings and evenings and even the nights are really nice. In fact, yesterday I had to take my wife had to take the dogs out and I joined her, and it was really nice. I think it was like 70 outside, but during the day it was very, very not nice. It's gross. All right. Claude the Older, who cared for his brother. Young Jahan, full of beauty and charm. Oh, see, that's perfect. Awkward Wife, I would love a chicken wrap. Can we not do... Can you just do the grilled chicken, though? Costco, man, has these beautiful prepackaged little chicken things of grilled chicken. And I love grilled chicken. I could eat it every day, but I can't use my grill. Is the problem. So I can't make grilled chicken. And it's not the same in the pan. I don't care what anyone says. It's not the same in the pan. So that's one thing I really want. Oh, this is spotting. Okay, so we've got a spot here and then a spot here. Okay, so Q35. Wait, what's Q30? Oh, we're going to... that's gonna go with number 2A music. long years ago. We're gonna do gray shift to show that it's, or I'm gonna call it sepia. Sepia shift. That'll give it kind of like a, oh, we're watching an old tale here. And then 35. This is add spot. Furlough. Add spot. Jehan. And that one's going to be Notre Dame. Claude the old. If I wait till Claude, it's going to be too late. So let's go on congregants. It'll be congregants. Hello.
Need a switch. We're wanting Dreamlight Valley.
Oh, of course they are. That's the Ackward wife getting the... It's technically my Switch. Hi. Thanks. Love you.
I've already used your wraps in there.
So I have some beef with Switches right now, because Nintendo does not make it easy for families to share. And it should be that if I own a license and my wife owns a license, our kids should be able to play it easily. It shouldn't be hard. We're all in the same household, and I get some people would make artificial houses and, would share with their friends. But as long as you're only using 2 licenses, it shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't matter. I think this is something Steam is doing better with. Not great, but better. And this is the thing, is like, I had to buy another license of Dreamlight Valley. I now own 4. See, I have Xbox. My wife owns a copy. I own a copy. Yeah, this is my 4th copy. Because of how the Switch does software. If you are the registered user of a Switch, your software can be used no matter what. If you don't have a Switch registered, if the Switch isn't registered to you, it has to verify every time. So because of this, my wife and I are registered on what we call the family Switch. It's a Switch that's meant for the kids. But if they both want to play on the Switch, then we run into all these sorts of issues. So I had to buy another copy of it, because if my son wants to play Pokemon Scarlet, for instance, it just gets really convoluted. Or not Scarlet, Violet. My wife owns Violet, I own Scarlet. It gets really convoluted because it has to be on the registered Switch to the person. So it's just so confusing. And it's like, we're already set up as a family in Nintendo. I already pay for the online service as a family. Can you just make it easy, Nintendo? Can you just make it easy? I shouldn't have to spend... What is that? Oh no, I didn't have to buy it for Xbox. Xbox is through my pass, but I shouldn't have had to buy $120 of a software that I already own. I'm okay with paying it once. I really am. If I have to jump between Switch and Xbox, I should have to buy a copy for each one. but I shouldn't have to buy 3 copies of it for just Switch. Yeah, so that was 60 or 70, 140, 210. I've spent $210 just buying the software, not getting anything extra, just buying the software for Disney Dreamlight Valley. And then it's glitchy. All right, we got an awkward joke of the day redeemed from Dublink one. And I got one already. Look, it's on my... Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't do it all at once. It was over time, but... All right. Let's go to this one. The Blink one's going to distract me for a hot minute during the co-working stream, and we're going to tell an awkward joke of the day. Thank you.
That one has a little too much barbecue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it does.
It came out faster than I was expecting.
That's what she said. Love you. All right. Let's do this. So now we've got our awkward joke of the day. Did you hear the joke about paper? It was terrible. And that was your awkward joke of the day. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Chibi. Alright. Look at this, though. Look at... I mean, besides, we're going to ignore this one. This one has too much barbecue. But that... I don't know where my wife comes up with these ideas. But it's like a... It's a wrap. It's chicken wrap. But it's using pre-made chicken. And it makes me so happy. Alright, Twitch stuff done. Lunch, then TikTok live stuff. Yeah, it's a barbecue chicken wrap. And it was delicious yesterday, so I don't expect anything different. I pickled my own onions. So when we went to the water park, they had like a breakfast buffet. It was really expensive. But you could make bacon lox, which is like my favorite thing. Oh yes, that makes sense. I'm sorry, Abzu. I shouldn't eat this in front of you. So bagel and lox is one of my favorite things, and they had it at this buffet. And honestly, when you factor in how much it usually costs for bagels and lox, it was so worth it. And so, because I would eat 2 of them, and it was the same, almost the same price. Because of the clip. And so that was kind of the thing. I was like, okay, this is a good deal for at least me. My wife and I, we got our $18 each worth, $21, whatever it was. And so I was really in that, but they had pickled onions instead of raw red onions, which I've never thought about. And it was so good. Ooh, that sounds... I actually had that this morning. So that sounds amazing. But that was it. So pickling the onions was so good. So I did it's salmon, raw salmon, basically. I think it's raw. Yeah, it's raw. That's what lox are. So it's bagel, cream cheese. Normally you have salmon, red onion, tomato, and I can't think of them. What are they? It's brined like mini olives. I can't think of what they're called. But it's delicious. You have to really capers. Thank you, awkward wife. Yes, capers. So it's really, really just like this.
Okay. He has been studying the nature of blood for the last several centuries. Oh, he probably a few, just like a handful, just a handful. He has like the little instruments kind of tucked away for like safekeeping for memories. Like he's going through his scrapbook and he's just like, oh, that's my lobotomy tools. Became a
That is the lovely Padbay. If you're not following her, please do so. She's just wonderful. She also helps me with stuff all the time. She's on Team Cord. And so I highly recommend you just go and drop that little scrapbooking lobotomy tools. Anyways, so no one else in my family likes capers except for me, so I figured if I pickle the onion, it's the same brininess. And it so is. I don't need the capers, but it gets this nice little like red wine vinegar on it. Oh, it's so good. Got a proposition for you when we have a chance to chat privately. Awesome. I'm all for that. So she included some of the pickled red onions that I have. Oh, that's good. But yeah. So, good times. But yeah. If you've never had bagels and lox and you like salmon and tomato, like honestly, for me, that's all I absolutely need is the cream cheese, the bagel, and then the salmon and tomato. But the onion takes it to a whole nother level. And so I highly recommend it. Everything bagel with whitefish salad, Nova, salmon, tomato, and capers. I've never had that. I've obviously had most of that, but that sounds delightful. I do love whitefish salad. I'll move this aside because I'm not super hungry right now. I'm kind of hungry. That's what the fridge is for. That's what the fridge is for. So I can keep things cold. And convenient. Alright. I've got sour garlic pickles while I wait for my ramen. Ooh, yum. Alright, back to working. Alright, so congregant, this is ... So when I do something like that where I put the ... before, that's saying I want it at the end of the queue rather than at the beginning. Some stage managers get that, some don't. That's kind of the... This is how I was taught to do it. I have been fortunate in my career that I've worked with very, very talented stage managers. This is actually the first time I've done community theater ever. I've never actually done... I guess technically James the Giant Peach was community theater. But it was through the university. The local university, so... oh no, wait. It's gotta be congregant. Frollo. So it was working with a lot of seasoned professionals. So I don't know how the understanding will come across here because not every... In community theater, you don't always get professionals. And I really don't know the stage manager well enough to tell you one way or the other. We also need to make this pretty. It's very boring right now. Notre Dame. This show is feeling the purples. So we're gonna do purple alternate for this. Yes, so I color code all of my shows. Always have. Can't tell you why. It just kind of makes my head feel better. Alternating color. And then we're gonna do, oh wait, I have to do the whole thing. Okay. So we're gonna do format, alternating color. For a long time I thought I had this thing called synesthesia, which you kind of see colors and words. It's really cool. There's really cool videos. There's an artist who actually has synesthesia and will paint songs. And that to me is just such a cool concept of seeing the colors. But that is the thing, is like, to me, certain words, certain shows have like this aesthetic to them. And I can't tell you exactly why. I don't see the color. But to me, it's like, it just gets associated with one another. And I've talked to other designers and they they understand what I mean, but not everyone does. Okay, so 40.1 is an out cue. Oh, that's supposed to be 3. No, wait. That's supposed to be 2. This one's supposed to be 3. So this is... They're going to have their little moment together. Grogent. This is Frollo. Jehan. Dot, dot, dot. So it's working in theater is kind of interesting at times because you have like this weird mixture. You have a mixture of professionals from back in the day, professionals who are more modern, and then professionals like my wife and I, where we understand the old ways, but we also innovate. We also come up with new ways. Spots out, and it's just this interesting collide. And then you add in professionals who maybe do like the unordinary. So it's not, they're not working professionally, they're not working in the big spaces, but they work a lot in the small spaces. And where I live, that's a big theater community here. Oh, this is Bells of Notre Dame. Beneath these arches and the sacred room. Okay, there's a build there. Spots out. Oh no, it was a fade. This is right before. Right before Jehan leaves to bring back the gypsy. And I apologize for that term. It's not a nice term, but that's unfortunately what they're called in the show. So I don't have a better term. If someone can give me a better term, I would greatly appreciate it. It's the same reason why with lighting instruments, I call them primary and secondary. But unfortunately, in the lighting industry, they still haven't updated that terminology. And it talks about master, who gives out the commands, and slave, that takes all the commands. So I call them primary and secondary. But that gets confusing. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. It's a weird mixture of the old, the newer, and the newest. And I'm actually on the newest realm at 36, which is kind of weird. Still considered young in my field. But yeah, so okay, so 45 is a drop down. This happens choir. Choir going Kyrie Ellison. Build down. 50. I think it's another choir. Yeah. Choir. Build down. And again, no one really needs to understand that part except for me. 55, is that when we have to... Yeah, that's when he has his big old thing in the middle. So we're going to add 55 on page 3. Action. Jahan runs into audience. Add audience and spot. 3. Then he goes to the sings la la la. And then 65 is the out for that. Oh, what happened to 60? 60. Nope, I mislabeled that. Where's my pencil? So, this will be fun. So I use these little Post-it tabs, and I love them. And now I have to move all of my Post-it tabs. Alright, Q 60. Because I made a mistake. Which only becomes problematic when you switch pages. It's really not that bad otherwise. So Q60. Q65, Q70. Okay, and then we'll put, because what happens is they end up upside down when you switch pages, but that's okay. It's only like one every now and then. So, okay, go. So Q60 is page 4. That's gonna be the end. So that's bold choir. Dot dot dot. Laws of Notre Dame. And that is remove audience, focus, stage right, bottom. So it's actually a really cool set. They have, it's kind of like a U, if you will. You have, so you have the audience area. It's like in this circle. And then, oh, you know what? I have a drawing of it. Where is EOS? There we go. I can show you guys what it looks like. Oh, I don't have my flash drive. Never mind. I can't show you guys. I need my flash drive. Well, actually, I'm going to go get some water. So, I'm going to go ahead and run some ads. And then we'll come back and continue on this co-working stream. Alright, so hang on guys, we'll be back from the ads shortly. Alrighty, y'all. I'm back. Yeah. So this is what the show control looks like when you load in a show. So this is how it kind of, this is what's called a magic sheet. And so it uses it as a designer. So instead of me guessing like where a light's focused or trying to find it, I can set up little buttons and do that. So all these green ones, they're called focus palettes. They're for the moving light. So this one actually has to move when I get into the theater because it was the lower door, not the upper door where I focused it. So this is how it is. So the audience is in this circle and kind of in this outer area right here. And then the audience goes out to like right here and right here. And then this is all the stage. So this is the lower part of the stage. And then you have some stairs that go up to this middle area. You have, they come up on this platform. This platform is actually where the orchestra is. This area is all backstage. This is behind a giant media screen that's in this blank area. And then over here is what I call the bell tower. So this is the upper bell tower and then the lower bell tower. And then this is, again, some of that stage. So this is what I'm working with. What's really cool about this space is it's really small. It's a really big cast. So it's really interesting. So a lot of the lights, I don't have a lot of control. I need a lot of them on all the time just to see everyone. But also the other drawback comes into is I want to create all these little moments and stuff. So playing with some of the top lights and stuff like that to kind of help design all that. That's what I'm doing. I want this. So what's really cool about this space though is unlike a lot of other places, they have LED source 4s, which allows me to do front light, but also color. So I have a lot more options with it, which is really nice. That's not always the case. Usually you can only add you have to have 3 lights to do 3 different things. And I only need 1 light to do all 3 of those things. So that's an advantage, but they're going through new management right now. So they're trying to figure out all the different stuff, and it was kind of crazy when I went in there. All that doesn't exist. Only when it's solid color does that exist. So I have 3 moving lights right here. These are going to cover a lot of my spots, and then I get to decide where things are. So this is my house lights are this one. This one's works, or vice versa. This is my orchestra light, which I'm just going to turn on, basically. And so that's kind of what I'm working with. It's not many lights, but it's how I've set it up is kind of to be more efficient. If you ever wondered what it looks like to be a lighting designer, I'm actually mentoring a student who's in my actual class. She was interested in lighting designer. Mom had brought that up. I said, oh, well, she can shadow me on this next thing. And I can even have her be my board op. And super excited about that. So she has been coming to rehearsals with me. And we've been talking through the show and thinking of ideas and why do we do these things. And my hope was to allow her to take one of the songs and design it. But because everything got behind, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. Which, that's okay. She's also wants to shadow me on another show that I'm working on that my wife's directing. So I might just give her one of the songs there. But that show's a little bit tougher. It's about love at all stages of life. And yeah, but she's going to board op for me on that one. Jahan, where, ... This is Oh, spot on. Let's see. Yeah, that's spot on door. Stage right door. Then 70 is Paul Jahan. Dot. My brother Claude. Spot on stage right door out. So we're doing pretty good overall. I will have to then, after I've done all this, I have to go in and program the show. But having it in the paper form, it's me literally, one screen has it on, and then I'm just kind of adding the lights I need to add for it. And like I said, I use that magic sheet to kind of do that. It's going to look real rough tomorrow. And then probably after the run, I'll sit and I'll make it look a little bit better for that purpose. So it's a good time. Definitely a lot of different things to think through. And I've never done such a quick turnaround. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure. And unfortunately, after Sunday, I have work. So 75 will be there. 80 is there. 85 is there. 90 is at meanwhile. 95 is there. 100 is there. I'm just going to put 105 there for now. So we've done a few more pages. Flip arounds. All right. So, and we are at now 75, page 5. Oops, wrong window. But I hope you guys are all doing great. Just doing a little bit of a co-working stream today. Trying to do some lighting design setup for tomorrow. I go into tech Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then there's an invited dress on Wednesday. So it's a real fast show. So I'm trying to have as much of it done. My hope is that we'll do kind of an earlier run, and then with that earlier run, I can then sit in the theater and fine tune a lot of stuff. The scenic team has needed a lot of time in this space, so I'm trying to do what I can on my own. We're adding color. Add color, because we're going to start to see Frollo's, yes, the puns there, true colors in this moment. If you won't, I will. We're going to add more color here. It's with number 2C. Music. Kyrie Ellison. Intense. Oh, I forgot to get water. Add color. Just add more color. I'll bring it to you. Oh, what a wonderful spouse. Actually, it's going to be a little bit slower. I want to build. And then the choir's going to go again, and that's going to be the same thing. Choir. Yes. Add more color. I'll have to time that out a little bit. It's probably gonna be too slow. But I don't want it to be like color. I want it to be color. Carry a song. Okay, and then we've got 90. So thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really enjoy it. I really appreciate it. It means a lot, especially if you're on the YouTube side. I really appreciate that. If you aren't on the YouTube side, feel free to like hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Sorry, I got to use the right terminology. Hit that subscribe button. We are trying to grow the channel there. I will also tell you though, there is a video with my dear friend Jackie K that she posted that has been getting a lot of hits, and it would be.
I'm sure if the lid's on right, so I'm not gonna check that.
Thank you. It's on. So if you want to give that one a like or a watch, be really appreciative. For some reason, the TikToks just wasn't hitting right. So, but I went ahead and made some changes, to make things a little bit better. But yeah, so if you guys wouldn't mind doing that and just helping me grow that channel, I'm trying to break 100 by the new year is my goal. We'll see if that happens. But if you are on the YouTube side, feel free to say hi. I'd love to know who's all there. Oh, there we go. I wasn't getting messages. How do you merge YouTube and Twitch chats together? I use Streamlabs, and because I paid for their premium, that's what allows me to do it. Ooh, it's running a bit slow. I didn't have it up though, so now I have it up. That's supposed to be over there. There we go. Now I can see YouTube and their posture check from Patty. Now watching you live on YouTube. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. But yeah, I'm trying to build up the YouTube following as well. Those are the two platforms I've been using primarily. And I still post to TikTok. There's so many weird things going on with TikTok right now, and has been pretty much the entire time it's existed, that I'm just not taking the chance with streams. And if you saw yesterday's stream, you know why. No. Because I don't think about... I think about what I say. I reached mega numbers posting a short every day. And so for the most part I do. I've fallen a little bit recently because I've just had so much going on that I haven't been posting as many awkward jokes of the day. I do about 5 or 6 at a time. Because I mean, don't get me wrong here. I find a lot of these jokes that I do, but I rewrite them so they're funny. Because not all of them are funny. I know what you're thinking. They're dad jokes. Of course they're not funny. but they are. They are funny. Frollo ascended uncommonly fast through the ranks of Notre Dame, till he was named the Archdeacon at last, and gave thanks to Notre Dame. Okay, so this is... And concealing his face, Frollo stole to a place far away, away from Notre Dame. Okay, so this is... I think this is just... Oh, this is full. This is full stage. That's why. I was like, what is this? Full stage. Neutral. And then 95 is focusing on downstage left. Bold. Congregation. Dot, dot, dot. From Notre Dame. This is focus, stage left, area 3000. And so this timing right here, these are really just notes for me. These are not things that these aren't for sure things. These are just 3 is default. So it tells me the pacing is at default. And then I'll listen to it with the music and I'll adjust pacing from there. Luckily, I can do this all at home. I don't have to go into the theater. I used to. But yeah, what I need to do is I need to come up with something more than awkward jokes of the day. Because don't get me wrong, I've got... Yeah, it's not even technology is the funny part. Is this technology has been around a long time. It's like I didn't have a computer that could support it. Because you could have done... As long as lighting's been digital, as I understand, you could have run it on any computer as long as it was PC. Then some of them started including Mac because a lot of designers are Mac users. Okay, 100, that is Jahan. Let me take you back. I'll bring you home. Is this right before he dies? Oh no, we're gonna bring in some color for that. That's what I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Frollo. On the other hand, I know a very cute woman who would love to help you create content. That's fair. I need to build more content. I really do. And with the shifts that I'm doing to my professional life, it is allowing me to do a little bit more. That's the beauty of it. The beauty of it all. Frollo. Oops. No, there it is. ... Bring you home. Okay, and this is going to add color, duality. So that was a word that the director gave me, was duality. And so I've been playing with that idea of good versus evil, man versus monster, because that's kind of the theme of the whole play anyway. Is, you know, what is a hero, for instance? What is a villain? What is Ooh, that's gonna change things though. So I'm gonna get rid of 115. So I have to stop doing this anyway. So we're not gonna have a Q115. It happens. Jahan dies. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a cool look. So it's going to. So right here, Frollo, who, if you watch the cartoon from Disney, it's basically the same show. Frollo is the archbishop that takes care of Quasimodo. And I don't remember if the cartoon has this part. I don't think it has this. I think you start like with the Quasimodo character and you don't learn about the backstory. And so that's kind of what's kind of cool here is you get a little bit of the backstory. So Frollo and Jahan are brothers who live at Notre Dame. And they are very different in this way. And so intensify. I think we're going to go with blue. And so what I'm going to do is Frollo has this very soft side, but is also very set in the way things are. And so I'm just going to play with that a little bit. I don't know if I want to do blue and red, because there's Hellfire. There's a song called Hellfire, and like reds, oranges is what comes to mind. But I feel like blue and red so close to an election is very dangerous. So I don't know if I'll do blue and red. Just because it has other connotations, and Frollo is definitely conservative, stick with the ways of the Catholic Church, cannot allow for others to bring in their different views. And so again, I don't really want to charge anyone in that way. I'm not trying to make some sort of it's not political. It's like I'm not trying to bring in that. So I might try a different color than red and blue. But those are the colors that come to mind. Blue being calm, blue being purity or cleanliness is usually what that in the color realm, because white is usually that color, but white is not a color. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, how do I incorporate this without making people see that there's some hidden meaning? Because I'm not trying. There's no, again, this is not a social commentary piece. I mean, it is, but it's not for this production. There we go. And so right now it's blue and red in my head, but I think it's going to have to be something different just because of when this is being produced. So oh no, this is Jahan dies. I guess that's technically action. I should write that. Shift blue to red, because that represents his anger towards what he looks at as evil, which I think launches into the Hellfire song and a lot of his motivation. as a character. He thinks he's doing what is right, which is always, I think that's always a fun thing to look at when you do character analysis, is every character does things because they feel justified for doing it. They feel that it's important. They feel that it's the right thing to do. And so when you analyze a character and say, okay, Jahan is doing everything that he feels is right. Frollo is doing everything that he feels is right. Like, it really has an interesting aspect, and you can empathize on both sides because neither of them is trying to hurt the other, but it is. But yeah, that's an old trick that I was always taught, was remember that everyone is motivated because they are doing what they think is right. I think that's why Disney does a lot of like villain stories lately, because you kind of see that anger, like the Joker, the Cruella, all those stories. It's so fascinating to see it from the perspective of the villain, because the villain doesn't see themselves as a bad guy. They're the good guy. And I think the dialogue in this particular story does that really well. All right, so 120. Okay, so Jahan dies. It's going to be subtle, because then we're going to have... No, we're not going to shift it yet. We're going to... What we're going to do is lower intensity of blue. That's what it is. So 20, and then 20. 120 will be a sequence. So there's Q.1, 0.2, and 0.3 for 120, and that's going to lower it each time the choir says. It goes Deus Irae, and then it's echoed. And so each time it's echoed, he's going through kind of this whole thing to make the decision to take in Quasimodo, who doesn't have that name at this point. So 120 will be congregation men. Oops. Congregation men, choir men, Deus Irae. A lot of Latin in this too. Lower intensity of blue. And then it's the same. It's basically right after that. This might be an auto follow, but I gotta see. Women. Choir women. Deus Irae. Blue out. And then the next set, 120.2 and 3 will add a little more orange red to it. So it's going to basically have, as the choir is singing, it's going to change from this good to then kind of this anger is what it's supposed to signify. And then when we bring in Esmeralda will bring some back of the blue, but he will not be happy about it. Raise intensity of red. Gotta love analysis of character. That's why I love design. Because it's not, you're not just looking at you're not just looking at a particular character, you're looking at all the characters and all the world. Oops. And so that's what makes it kind of fun, is that, okay, I need to create this moment for this character at this point. And then if you have really great actors and director, then it's just so much even better, because so much even better. That's good grammar. Oh, that's on 9. It just makes it so much fun when you have an amazing cast, an amazing crew, all working together towards the shared vision. Because, yeah, my lighting design will enhance their acting and vice versa. This is what I miss. When you're a teacher and you're teaching this stuff, you don't always get to engage in all those pieces as much as I would like, at least, because you're trying to get all the students to be successful. And so you don't always get to go deep into things. Kyrie Ellison. We're going to, what was that? Well, thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciated. Welcome to the Awkward Family Gathering. We are doing a co-working stream today. Working through a lighting design for theater. Feel free to introduce yourself or just hang out and lurk. We welcome all who wish to be a part of our stream. So thank you for that. It's much appreciated. It helps grow the channel like we're doing. We don't just do co-working streams. We do Fortnite. We play all sorts of different games. So I appreciate that. If you wish to chat, feel free to. I'm kind of just walking through what is lighting design? What does it look like? And why is there so much paperwork? But welcome on in. All right, so 125. This is, we're going to start shifting. This one is shifting focus to bell tower. I think it's lower bell tower. He has like a little bit of a movement where he goes in and it's supposed to be a contemplation of getting rid of what he calls the gypsy child, because that is what what the child is referred to at this point. And I'm, again, sorry for the terminology. That's what the script calls for. You'd be surprised the stuff I've had to think through in my career. But yeah, so that is kind of the idea. Is right now there's kind of this contemplation. Do I get rid of him? Do I raise him? He is evil. He represents all this sort of anger, both for Frollo and the loss of his brother. So that's kind of what these cues are doing right here, is just helping with some of that. As if they were the eyes of God. Oh, Lord, you have sent me a test. This child is my cross to... Okay, so that 35 is where... so this one... We're going to... Did I spell that right? I don't think I spelled that right. Oh, no, I did. Eleison. Okay. Latin man. This is gonna intensify red. So 135, we're gonna see a shimmer of blue. This is going to be a real slow shift, though. No, this is Frollo. Oh, Lord. You, ... Slow shift to blue with red. That's gonna be like let's do 30. Needs to be just subtle. 9. With music 2E, is that what I wrote before? Yeah. With music 2E. Music. Focus on bell tower. Okay, what makes a monster and what makes a man? What makes a monster and what makes a man? Sing the bells, 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 bells. The bells of Notre Dame. Okay, and that's 150 is when he ascends. 10. It's on Frollo. Up. Shift lower bell tower to upper. Out. Shift lower bell tower out. There we go. 3 3 0 0 0. Okay, 145. Page 9. No, page 10. Yeah, page 10. Gotta love an opening number. Okay, so... wait, this is congregation choir. Choir. What makes a monster? Duality. I don't know what that's gonna look like yet, so that's what I'm putting there. Sometimes these are just filler cues that I'll cut later, because I'd rather put too many cues and cut some. Okay, and then oh, that's right. Okay, so 150 slash top light 155 on page 11. After applause or song. Focus on bell tower only, because there's a big shift there of stuff. But it'll look really cool to have them. It's gonna be like this neutral candlelight color. It's gonna be something I play with quite a bit. But it's gonna give them some time to kind of get that out of the way, and then 160 will be. We're just gonna add some. I've got this bell tower light that I want to play with more than I'm going to. Q160 is going to be Quasimodo. Marie, you're in ... Fill out bell tower 30. All right, so now we've done paper tech for the first, or I've done paperwork for the first act, or first scene, the top of show prologue, and that's as far as I've gotten. That's actually not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But I think to be the most productive, I think I'm going to end stream and then go and just work off stream so I can listen to the music, because there's a little bit of a kind of a question mark, because I'm listening to the recording that the cast did, but I don't have the rights to do that. So I don't know if I should stream that. So I'm not going to stream that, because I'd rather not face the wrath of Music Theater International or get anyone in trouble. So I'm going to just play it smart here. But thank you guys while I worked through kind of the paperwork side of things for the prologue. I might come back later when I'm working on more of the paper side of things, but I need to listen and watch the blocking, which is going to require me to actually listen to it, and I can't have that on stream. So thank you guys all for joining me today. I appreciate you guys coming in. Like I said, there might be another stream later when I need to lock in and do this part of stuff. Or maybe even the programming side of stuff. Because once I have it here, then it's just typing it all in. So thank you guys all for joining. Thank you for coming to another Awkward Family Gathering. Thank you to our new members of the Awkward Family Gathering. Thank you to our returning members of our Awkward Family Gathering, and thank you mostly for just keeping me company while I have to lock in and do the work. So I will see you guys all again soon, at worst next Friday, but maybe sooner. Who knows? We'll see. Let me find someone to raid. Let me put in our raid message. There we go. So there's the raid message for you. Anyone has a person that they would like us to raid, please feel free to always share that with me. I love finding new people. But otherwise, let's see who's live right now. The blank one is live. Neri is live. Lots of friends are live right now. Oh, I know who we can go see. This is a good friend of mine. I worked with her on the affiliate party. Really just a wonderful human being. Her name's Jedi Mickey. She loves Star Wars. She loves all sorts of things. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid them. So copy the raid message on the screen. And we'll go ahead and we'll raid into her. And I will see you guys soon. We'll see. I couldn't tell you when. Friday at the latest. All right. Bye, y'all. So we want to thank you all for coming and joining our Awkward Family gathering for today. But now we are going to say goodbye until next time. Bye, y'all. That wasn't what I meant to press.
Cool. Cool. Pew.